Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or video. Today we're going to be talking about some jailbreak tips that I have learned by myself. So I hope that these tips help you and I hope you're having a great day. Anyway, let's get into it. Now, mostly everyone knows this, but mainly the best store to rob is probably museum or power plant. Most people rob these, but a lot of things that people do is in the museum, like, they're very clumsy. So I'm assuming that there's always people who are very clumsy about this whole thing, as you can see. So you want to be as stealthy as possible in robberies, or else people are going to track you down, for example, right there. So basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to do something that would make you seem like you're going to go somewhere and then go there. So basically you're going to want to, like, I don't know how you would describe it, but you're going to want to, like, go somewhere and then go to another place, because you might as well do the other robberies. For example, I have noticed that at least 90% of the time when you go rob donut, or if you rob gas station, you're almost never caught. And robbing the train, almost never. Tomb, can't get caught until you come out. So, personally, my favorite robbery is probably the tomb. So, I think that you should definitely rob stuff like the small stores and the cargo train and passenger train. Those are probably the best robberies because they're hard to get caught in. Bank and jewelry store are clearly, and power plant are clearly the top few that people like to use a lot, but they always forget that it's really easy to get caught there. So I hope that that helped as far as with robbing stores. Let's go on to the next section of this video. We're going to go into loadouts. Most people think that the best loadout's probably a flintlock and, what's the other one? Having a flintlock and maybe a shotgun. Most people don't realize that the flintlock, like, they realize this, it takes forever to reload. Let's just do a quick test here. The flintlock, how long does it take to reload? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. So about 4 seconds. Let's try the revolver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 second. Revolver also does 25 damage each shot. That's basically 5 shots if you want them gone. Now, let's try out just a normal pistol. See how that does. The normal pistol has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 Mississippi. It's about the same as the revolver. It doesn't do as much damage, however. So as far as having pistols, personally, I think that the revolver is the best one that you can get. Let's move on to some other things. Having high damage guns is great and all, but most of them take forever to reload. Personally, probably the best starter guns are the rifle, which does have a game pass, the shotgun, and the AK, and the Uzi. The force field launcher and the plasma pistol, I would recommend having the plasma pistol because most people will just pop one of these up and think that they're invincible in them. However, the plasma pistol can go right through it. So you're not so safe if you have one of those. And I would recommend sniper only if you're, like, doing a role play, if you're, like, some hitman or something. I think that, like, shotgun is only good close range, but it's still a good gun. As you can see, let's bring this over to our testing area. See how spread out that is? Even in aim mode, almost doesn't even hit it. Pretty sure that they made it a little harder to use now. Oh, would you look at that? You can drop guns now. Anyways, so I think that as far as your loadout, the best loadout as a cop is revolver, all those, the normal stuff, and Uzi, sniper, C4, and all that. That is my loadout. However, some people choose flintlock and all that other stuff. For a criminal, you're just gonna want the same without the police stuff. Let's move on to the next chapter, shall we? Yes, we shall. Our next chapter is all about how to get people. So as you can see, there's someone down here. A lot of times people will parachute out, and they will quite literally just do this. Which I think is effective, sure. But it's kind of annoying in some ways. Like, as far as having a helicopter and doing that, helo, heli, whatever you want to call it, it's very effective. However, then you may or may not cause a grudge. And let's be honest, if you're better than them, you shouldn't even care. So, as far as arresting people, the best strategy is either just to rush them or get them coming out of a robbery. But try not to just, like, wait at the end. Try to time it so you don't have to wait that long, because that's just camping. As far as getting people in other helicopters, follow them around at kind of a distance. Try to see if they don't see you. As soon as they go into a robbery, tow away whatever vehicle they have, or just take control of their helicopter. And then, if you can't do that, then what I do is I'll always stick C4 in it so they can't fly away. So as far as arresting people, you should probably focus on just getting to them as fast as possible before they can get to you. For example, right here. Also, keep in mind that when they're in a robbery, they cannot, like, coming from the museum and a few other stores, they can't shoot you. They're very vulnerable, which is why you'll see people just jumping right here as fast as they can to try to get to the collector so they can shoot at you. If you get them before then you will be able to get them. And try to outsmart them. For example, most people don't know this, but there's this little hole in the roof that if you go in, police can just go right in. And it's probably the smartest thing that I've seen in quite a while. So I think that as far as arresting people, try to get them when they're not focused on you, or just for the most part, make sure that they can't get away. For example, you could set up spike traps outside of there, which, sure, it kind of acts as a sentry or whatever you want to call it, because as soon as they come out, you get, like, it'll tell you. You can use these as basically a little, like, you can use it as an alarm. It's very, very intelligent to do that, I think. And as far as I think that, as soon as you do it, think about where would you go if you were them. For example, someone coming out of there probably just came from museum, one of those robberies. So most likely, they're going to head to either the donut store or the tomb if it's open. If not that, probably bank rolling them. Just try to think of what they do, because if you can figure out what they're going to do, then you can really figure it out. Anyway, let's go to the next tip, shall we? I think that we shall. Alright, our last section for now will be robbing cycles. The stores open in this order. I forgot the order, so we're not going to mention that. As far as robbing cycles, for the most part, if you have Crime Boss, then I'll just tell you instantly, but just get to whatever's open for the most part, but at least try to go in an order. So if you're coming out of prison, what I always do is I go to gas station, and then if there's a train, which is very, very rarely, or if there's cargo plane, then I'll go over there. So you kind of want to just follow an order. As if you get on the train, for example, then you're going to end up at the train station over here. So you're going to want to basically just drive back up once you're done, and you're going to want to go to the museum. After you go to the museum, you're going to have to go to the criminal base, Volcano. So you're going to want to head out of there, and then you're probably going to want to go to Tomb if it's open. If not, then probably go to Bank. That was just a simple order, and if you really think about it, you can really make your robbing cycle more efficient. that is all for today. I hope that this helped you a lot, and I hope that you at least take some of my tips into mind. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.